been able to download the Power BI. Patrick, good evening. I want to believe that now everybody has the Power BI. I want to believe that everybody has the Power BI. I want to believe that everybody now has Power BI. Is that the case? Do we have that Power BI, all of us? Is there any Niger who does not have Power BI? It's Ethiopia. What happened? We had agreed, all of you, were to have that Power BI. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. It's very easy. You'll simply go to your Google and search for Power BI Desktop. Power BI Desktop, and then you'll be able to do what here? To download it. However, you can't now download it and use it today. I'm so sure it will download, like, say, in the next 1 hour, and then we'll be able to use it in the subsequent lessons. So then allow me to straight away get into the session. And I would want, first of all, I will want to ask for forgiveness because I went to Power BI directly without telling you what this Power BI is. To tell you what Power BI is very well, first of all, I need to show you. Yeah, great. I'll need to show you, first of all, something very small in Excel called the pivot table. Once I get it right in your minds, then everybody will be able to understand how Power BI works. So today, we have got two key things. The key things that we have today are which ones here? Teach students how to work with the Power BI, that's number one. And then, of course, number two is the pivot table in Excel. But we shall start with number two, the pivot table. All right. So this is the data that I would want to be using. Let me just share this data with you right away. Right away. It will be very important for you to get this data. Okay. Because once you have it, then everything will be okay. All right. So once you get the data, please save it. You save as in your documents. I'll be able to answer your question, N. How do we clear data in the Power BI that we dragged from Excel? Okay, I'll be able to show you how to do that. You can even close the entire Power BI and then you can close the entire Power BI and then you open it. And then you open it. All right, so have you guys seen the document that I've shared with you? Have you guys seen the document that I've just shared with you on the chat area? On the chat area, there is a, yeah, Olweni has already been able to see it. So please download it. Just click on it. Please click on it. And once you download it, then it will be very, very easy for us to work with this data. And I start right away, ladies and gentlemen, by, so of course, after you download that Excel sheet, Excel workbook, I expect you to save it. You save as, you can save it as a Power BI data. Power BI data, save as, save as, save as. So remember, you simply save as, and then we continue. You save as, and then we continue. So then I'll be able to share my screen here. And once I share the screen, I hope all of us can see what we have. We have quite a huge sheet here. It has got retailers, retailer ID, date, region, state, beverage, etc. So many things. If I come and, for example, click anywhere, if I come and click anywhere here, and I'm interested in knowing how big the sheet is, how big this Excel sheet is, I'll be able to come here and say control down arrow. So you press control down arrow. See this control down arrow, and then you'll be able to go to the very last cell. The very last cell down here, you can see it is cell number 3726. If I want to go back, I can say control up arrow. You know, there are those 4 navigation arrows. The 4 navigation arrows, very, very important. I've been able to go down. So up, ladies and gentlemen, I reckon the fact that now I have what we call big data. I have what we call big data. And with this big data, if I'm given this big data to interpret, it will not be able to make lots of sense to me. If I'm given this kind of big data, and then somebody tells me, explain to the board of directors what is happening here. Trust you me, you can't be able to explain. You'll need, in this case here, to analyze the data. All right? You'll need to analyze the data here. All right? Now, please listen and listen to me very well, my students. The very best way of doing data analysis and summarizing this entire Excel huge worksheet is to use what we call pivot tables. Pivot like this. Allow me to come and type here. Pivot like this. Pivot like this. Somebody should be able to share this with Solomon. So pivot like this. Then how do you get, ladies and gentlemen, to pivot this? To pivot this is really easy. You simply click anywhere inside your Excel sheet. Click anywhere inside. Click anywhere inside your Excel worksheet. Click anywhere inside your Excel worksheet. And once you click anywhere inside your Excel worksheet, come to insert. Come to insert. Come to insert here. Insert here. Insert on your ribbon. You press there insert, and once you press insert, go and click on pivot table. Click on pivot table. When you click on pivot table, what are you able to see? You are able to see a pop-up window. Once you see this pop-up window, please, you don't even dare to read it. We simply say okay. Don't even dare to read what is inside there. You simply say okay. So once you say okay, you'll be able to see things happening, my friends. You'll be able to see inside here where we have our clean slate, where we shall be able to draw our pivots, all right? And then we have what we call the pivot table fields. These fields, we have got 4 areas. I would want to draw your attention here that we've got 4 areas. We have the filters area, we have the columns area, we have the rows area, we have the values area. And then our column titles, if you remember that data that we took, had retailer column title, retailer ID, date, region, etc. So what I want us to do, I would want us to analyze this data using beverage brand. So I would want you to come and click on this beverage brand, and then you drag this to the rows. You drag this to the rows. When you do that, what are you seeing happening here? They've been able to analyze all those sodas that we had into this into these 5 rows or something. Coca-Cola, Dasani, Diet Soda, Fanta, Powerade, we have Sprite. I'll be able to repeat this. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be interested, for example, in knowing how many units were sold of each of these. I would want to explain to my management. I would want to explain to my board. So then I would want to come here and pick these units here sold, put them under values, because this is what I would want to evaluate. When I do like that, you can see Coca-Cola, these happened. I could be interested also in getting revenues, So I can come and pick these revenues. I'm dragging this down. I pull this down by the horns up to the values. I just put it here, and we want to see here. Now we have a very, very interesting thing happening there. Very interesting thing. Now you can see this is a highly summarized data, which now my board can understand. Now my board can understand this. All right. So I'm so sure I've moved quite pretty fast. I'm so sure I must have lost like a ton of you. And I think it's good I lose some of you, because these are wonderful sessions that I should be having more than 200 participants. But you guys don't want to call your friends. and yet it's their last free of charge class. Can you kindly, in this case here, share this link with your friends? I mean, this is a great thing. And then as I wait for you guys to share that free of charge link with your friends so that they can get to join, even you can call them, I would want to see whether there is any student who has been able to reach exactly where Mwalimu has reached by you guys, please, sharing your screen. I would want to see whether there is anybody who has been able to reach where Mwalimu has reached. So are you able to share your screen and then we compare notes, ladies and gentlemen? Are you able to share your screen? Anybody who can share their screen before I repeat Janet? Anybody who is able to share their screens, and then I get to see whether there is anybody who has been able to follow. Anybody who has been able to reach where I have reached. And if you are not able to share your screen for one reason or another, what I would expect you to do is to mention there, yes, Mwalimu, we are together. Yeah, I can see Oluwenyi has already shared his screen. So in this case here, click anywhere inside that, click anywhere inside, anywhere, just click anywhere inside. Yeah, click there, just click there. Then go to insert in your ribbon. Go to insert in your ribbon, click there, pivot table. Pivot table, just click there. We are together, click, I can't see you when you click inside there. Inside the pivot. Oh, yeah, okay, great. Then what do you do there? It's quite easy. What we shall do there, now you can see we have those pivot fields. We have our columns. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. You're dragging. I want you to look for that beverage brand. That's what you bring to your row titles. Beverage brand, the beverage. Now, pull it by its horns. Great. From there, I'm interested in the revenue. Pull the revenue to columns or to values, I mean, to value because we would want to evaluate. Right. Thank you so much. You can see now things are happening there. All right, I hope is it Jan or Jane? Then unit sold, unit sold, unit sold, unit sold. Pull it by the horns, put it there. Great job. Somebody in this case here may be interested in the expenses as well. The management may want to know how are these expenses spread out to these particular sodas. Yeah. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Great. Great. Great, great, great. This must be a great student here. This must be a very good student here. Thank you so much, Olweni. Can I get someone else as well, ladies and gentlemen, sharing their screens, and then we get to help them from the very beginning without fearing. When you come to this class, ladies and gentlemen, nobody comes to this kind of a class fearing. Fear nothing, fear nobody. Because this is so professional. Most of you will always keep on complaining. I mean, I don't have a very good job. This does not happen, and yet I'm a CP, and yet, truth be said, our knowledge is normally below par. You know, I'm your mentor. As your mentor, you expect me to scratch you a little bit, to tell you the truth, so that 5 years down the line, you'll be able to celebrate heavily when you'll be getting over 1 million Kenya shillings. Yeah, because of the knowledge that you have. So then can I assume that all of us now we are okay because there is nobody who is sharing the screen? Yeah, thank you, Rose. I can see Rose is sharing her screen, which is very, very good. I don't know why it is taking forever to open Rose, but we shall be patient. We are normally patient ourselves. We are normally very, very patient ourselves. Great. So please click anywhere inside. Please click anywhere inside. Please click anywhere inside. Then go to the insert. In the ribbon up there, we call that one ribbon. Click the insert. Click the insert. Are you able to see the insert? Click the insert. I don't know why. Yeah, insert. Click it. How comes your pivot table is really faint? It's faint. It's faint. Very faint. Very faint. You're saying that there is a table you need to close. There is a table you need to close, which I can't see, but there is something. Or when you are downloading, you never say the enable editing. You know, when you download, you must always say enable editing. There must be something wrong with this table of viewers. Yeah. Oh, how comes again you've been able to move? Great. All right. So then come straight away, click inside. Oh, Rose, what happened again? Okay, so then go to the insert. Let's go to the insert. Click insert. Give it time. It will be the memory of your computer because you know it's not bringing the fields here. And when it doesn't bring fields, she should delete sheet 1 and do a fresh insert of the pivot. So there is a sheet you need to delete because I can see it's only data sheet. We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome. Rose, keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying. So then you'll allow me to share mine once again. So here I am. I don't even have to delete. When I want to start, I can always start a new one. I'll be given sheet 2. So I would want to start. So I'm coming to data. So this data, I will always click inside. Click anywhere. It can be a number, it can be a title, but you must always click inside. So once you click inside, near your home file here, you'll be able to see insert. So when you click insert, you'll be able to see recommended pivot tables. We don't work with recommendations. We shall always create our own pivot tables. So in this case here, pivot table, like that. Then once I click on the pivot table, I'm able to see a pop-up window. This pop-up, I don't even read it myself. What I normally do is to come and say, okay. So once I say, okay, then I'm seeing my canvas. This is my canvas where my pivot table will be, right? And then I have my column titles. Like now here, I'm not interested in the region, although some directors will ask for regional performance. For now, I want brand performance. So this beverage brand is what I will come and pull here. And then, ladies and gentlemen, once I pull it here, then I will be able to evaluate. These guys would want to know which brand are the highest revenue. I'll be able to come and pull this revenue, put it under values. So you can see in this case here that each brand has got what here? Revenue. So like now here we'll be able to see like 19 is the highest. Yeah, you can easily see. All right. And they've given us the grand total, you know. Then somebody may be interested in getting the quantities of the same. So quantities to be evaluated. You pull quantities to the values like that. So you can see now what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. And then now, ladies and gentlemen, once you reach here, a good student will be able to draw a pivot chart. You must come here, look at this pivot table, analyze. Then you say you want a pivot chart. You click the pivot chart. So this pivot chart, you don't read so much. Once it comes up like this, you simply need to come and say, okay. And then you hold this by its ears, you pull it like this. Now we have something very interesting. And you know, this pivot chart is always connected with this. Always connected with this. Always. Always. All right. Such that if I come and filter, maybe my bosses do not want, maybe my bosses don't want me to talk about Dasani water. They don't want Diet Coke. Maybe they want every other thing, so I can filter them out by unchecking them. So if I come and say, okay, you'll be able to see Dasani water now disappears. Now we are left with Coca-Cola, Fanta, Powerade. Then we have Sprite. And here, the things that I filtered out, they are no longer there. So these and these are always connected. They are always connected. All right. If I simply come and continue even filtering even more, if I come and, for example, say, now I can select all of them. I can decide in this case here to select all of them like that. And then I select the ones I want. I want, for example, to compare Sprite and Fanta. I say, okay, so it is only Sprite, the Fanta that will come here, right? And I can see in all ways that in this case here, I mean, Sprite is doing much better, revenue-wise and quantity-wise, much better, all right? So do we have any ninja by any chance who has been able, ladies and gentlemen, in this case here to draw this thing by any chance? Could we be having any ninja that has been able to draw this? Yeah, there is a great lady here telling us that right now CIFA Foundation has partnered with the RCM. All students of RCM now are able to get help loans over up to 100,000 Kenya shillings. You get help loans over up to 100,000 Kenya shillings, 60,000 being school fees, 40,000 in this case here being what here, the CASNEB exemption fees, CASNEB registrations, whatever. All right. And that help loan will be demanded of you after 3 years. 3 years, or when you get a job, you know. It's important when you get a job, you start paying. And the interest rate is 6%, among the lowest loan products in the market, 6%. All right. It's very, very important as we study here. It's good that CASNEB has come up with this kind of a thing. You know, the other day I was trying to ask somebody senior in government, I mean, why are you giving people outside here money to study accounts? And then they are saying that, you know, given what KRA is doing, I mean, most of these businesses here must now have accountants to guide them. All right. We have a shortage of accountants in the market. So as such, some of us are thinking that this accounting industry is flooded. The government is thinking otherwise. You can imagine government now giving you money to study CPA, right? And they're not even serious. Even if you have another loan that you took when you were doing your undergraduate and they even defaulted, they don't even care. They still go ahead and give you money for doing CPA, doing CIFA, like that. So if you're interested in those loan products, please call 0793 555 0793 555 000 0793 555 000. International students, unfortunately, Aldo, they are not getting these loans, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yasin, yes, I can see my sound is very, very good. I help you draw the chart. I will be able to help you draw it. Yeah. All right. All right. Whether the help covers ACCA, no. No. You know, it's a CASNEB product. ACCA and CASNEB, they're serious competitors. So no. No, no, no. Thanks for asking. So is there anybody who can share their screen and then they show us their prowess of drawing this chart? Anybody who is able to share their screens and show us that, Mwalimu, you know what? I have been able to know how to draw this. And the moment you know how to do the pivot, this Aldo man is very good. I like him already. All right. So please click inside there, click anywhere inside the table, click inside anywhere the table inside. Yeah, yeah. Now from there, go to the pivot table analyze. Yeah, and then you'll be able to see the pivot chart. I hope, Janet, you're able to follow now. Yeah, you say, okay. You say, okay, and then hold it by the horns, drag it. Great. And then now you can close that. Yeah, you can close that. Make the thing even, great. So are you able to filter out? I would want, now I'm your director here. I'm interested in seeing the performance of Coca-Cola and Dasani water. Only two, Coca-Cola and Dasani water. So, and select first of all of them, yeah. And then you, Coca-Cola and Dasani water. Great. Then you say, okay, great, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Great job. So Janet, have you been able now to draw yours? Janet, have you been able to draw yours? I've drawn the charts. Very good. I'm a new student, Mwalimu. I did accounting diploma. How many papers am I going to be exempted with the new syllabus? Two papers. Please liaise with the school. The number is 0793 555 0, and then we shall be able to guide you accordingly. Otherwise, we are happy to have you at RCM. My data looks ambiguous. Maybe I didn't follow what to put on rows and the columns. Are you able to share? Are you able to share your screen, my friend? Janet, are you using the right table, Janet? The data, let me just try sharing this data. Janet, are you using the right table? Janet, the table that I want you to use is this one. It is the one that I will share here. The table I want you to use, Janet, is the one that I will share here. Is the one that I will share here. Not yesterday's data. Not yesterday's data. It's different. Yeah. So please, all of us. How many will I be exempted in CFFE? Only one unit, and then we'll be able to do the others. Prosper, have you been able to see the data now? Prosper, I've shared the data there. Yeah, it is the same. Now you are doing a very good job. Now what you need to do, just get inside these columns. I hope you're able to see the retailer ID on your right side. Oh, okay. Okay. So then go to insert. Yeah, if you're employed, people are still getting, yes. So go to insert, near home, insert, near home. You see the home ribbon up there. There is file, home, and then insert. Oh, you're going far away. You know, insert is up there on your top left. On your top left, you'll be able to see file, home, insert. On your top left. Yeah, and then you insert the pivot. You can see the pivot. Yeah, okay now. Yeah, after completing, in this case here, okay, you say okay. After completing CPA, ACCA is the way to go. And I'll be able to explain. I will be able to explain. You guys have very good questions. Yeah, we have the diploma programs, but you need to call this number 0793 555 000. Janet, hit that okay. You don't even read that pop-up window, Janet. Hit that okay. Give it time. Give it time. Yeah. Now from there, look for, now move slowly. Listen, beverage brand. Yeah. Then look for unit sold. Drag unit sold to evaluate, to value. Unit sold, drag, carry it. Drag to yes. Then we have revenue. Then we have, no, you've carried unit sold twice. Now you need to go and cancel one. Go to unit sold. So unit sold, you can just uncheck unit sold, uncheck it. Where you're seeing the blue tick, you simply click there, the blue, yeah. Then now just carry it once. Unit sold, carry once, unit sold, carry once, only once. To values, only once. Only, yeah, like that, great. So then now go to pivot analyze. It's already there, pivot analyze. Are you able to see now the pivot chart? Under your ribbon, Yeah, that one, click it, pivot chart. Yeah, and then you say okay without even thinking. Say okay. Say okay. Yeah, I don't know why she's dragging that unit sold twice, but at least I think now she has an idea. She has an idea. I need to enroll on this CPFM. Very, very good. At least then now you have an idea. The only mistake, Janet, you're doing is to drag an item twice. You can see you've got units sold, 2 of them. And it's supposed to be what here? Just once. But we shall overcome. Already you have an idea. So I would want you guys to just bear with me. I may not be able to give you answers regarding the courses you are asking there. Is it possible you give me just 30 minutes, a clear Power BI, something very nice, and then we talk about these courses? You give me like 30 minutes only. So that when I don't answer your questions, you don't think like I'm ignoring them. I just want to concentrate here, and then I clear what I wanted to teach today. And then you can have now all the time in the world to talk about even mentorship, why ACCA is much better, a better bet for you after CPA and many, many other things. All right. Now you can see we are 95. This number is very, very good. This number is very, very good. Great. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is something that I would want to remind you. I'm so sure we have done, all of us, basic Excel. Is there anybody by any chance here who has not done basic Excel? Anybody by any chance here who has not done basic Excel? You have not done basic Excel. Ah, wow. Okay. Okay. But are you senior accountants at your workplaces? Just to ask, sorry, forgive my naivety. Are you senior accountants at your workplaces? I'm not going to bite for asking that question. I know why I'm asking that question. Or are you still students? Maybe you are students, or junior. Okay, we shall overcome. We shall overcome. So then I'll be forced to separate these groups. When I start teaching Excel, I'll be separating the groups. I'll be having groups in this case here for those students who are not very good in Excel. We teach them basic Excel first, like 2-3 days. And then we go with them to the advanced level. Okay, great. It's good I asked that question. Very good. Very good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please listen and listen to me very well. Listen and listen to me very well. Rule new. Now, assuming, for example, you're given like two numbers, 78. We have here whatever. We have here, for example, 97. Three numbers like that. And then somebody tells me, hey, I want you to give me the summation of this. So I can't come and then I start saying equals summation. No. Then I can see sum is here. Then I say, and then I start like now, for example, I start like now copying this, highlighting, and then I say enter. No. Control Z. A good student who understands Excel, once you are here, what you need to do is to come and press Alt. You press Alt and hold on to it. Alt and then you hold on to it, and then you press equals. So you're holding on to Alt, there is Alt, A-L-T, Alt. You hold on to it, Alt, and then you press equals. And then, of course, you say enter. Then that happens, ladies and gentlemen. You can see now we have 264. So then I'm teaching you something very new to most of us. It's called Alt equals. Very, very, very important. For summation, we shall be using Alt what here? Alt equals. You write your notes to sum. We shall be using Alt equals. So for instance, ladies and gentlemen, if we have two columns, we have, for example, 56 here, 78 here, we have 90 there, for example, and then somebody asks us to give them what here? The summation of these two columns. You know, there are two ways. There are two ways, all right? There are many, not even two ways, there are many ways. But the very best way is to come and highlight where I want the totals to be put, the two of them. I'll come and highlight where the totals have to be put. And then I simply say Alt equals. This is very good because it comes automatically. Alt equals. Alt equals. Very important. If I say Control Z to undo, Control Z to undo, what I'll do, I'll come and highlight these two. And then I say Alt equals like that. And then I say enter. And then I'm at home. Okay. Okay, great, Doris. Thank you very much. Great. So is there somebody who has now mastered that thing of Alt equals? Have you practiced yourselves? Have you practiced yourselves? Because I'm doing this and I know you guys have your Excel. You write your own numbers. You try in this case here to use alt equals. Is there somebody who has been able to do that? Is there somebody who has been able to do that right now? How I wish I would get responses here. How I wish I would get responses here. All right, Absalom, great. And great, great. Yeah, great. And then there is one good thing that I would want you to adopt. The students that have ever taught Excel, you know, whenever you discover something new, for the very first time you have discovered how to do something new in Excel, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to dance. There are dancing emojis here. You dance seriously. That's how you get these things here into the mind, and you'll never forget them. You'll never forget them. Now, there is something as we progress that I don't want to see my students doing. You know, the other day I was moving around and I got a boss of mine somewhere. And I mean, at times you get yourself in funny, when you're an Excel guru, you get yourself in some funny. So this is what my boss was doing. This is what my boss was doing. All right. So then we have, all right. So the boss realized that, I mean, this word was huge. It was not able to fit. It was not able to fit in one cell. And they wanted to see all the words. Even this one here is superfluous. It's, I mean, exceeding the cell. It's exceeding the cell. So the boss was doing something like this. He was coming like this, alafu anapanua hivi. Anafurahi tena anakuja. Sasa kama ni mingi, nikamwambia hapana, you don't do like that. You will simply come, for example, there are so many ways of doing this. There are so many ways of doing this, but the easiest, you simply come here to the whole sheet highlighter. It's called a whole sheet highlighter, this one. It's used to highlight the whole sheet, this one here, which is pointing towards the. So you come to the whole sheet highlighter, you click it, and then you go anywhere on top of, in between the columns, where we have this msalaba ya Yesu, like that. All right. All these words now are able to fit perfectly. They are able to fit perfectly. If I say Control Z, what have I done? First of all, I went straight away to the whole sheet highlighter, and then I went to anywhere in between A and B. A and B, I can see something there. You double click. Then what are you seeing happening? Great things are happening. Is there somebody, iko mtu mwenye alikuwa anapanua moja moja at the same time? Iko mwenye alikuwa anapanua namna hii ati moja moja, they say, who has now learned something new. How I wish I would get people who are dancing here, because we have mastered something. Keep saying victim. Okay. I've learned. Great, 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 Kerubo. Yes, great, great. And the good thing is that such kind of things, they're only happening at RCM. Yeah. Yeah, RCM right now is the beacon. I mean, we are the benchmark. Yeah, great. I repeat, the phone misbehaved. The phone misbehaved. Is it regarding this? Yeah. So in this case here, if you realize that you have got words, and as an accountant, for sure, you will get so many words which are not fitting into a cell, into so many of them. So many of them. Like now, this is a bigger word. Yeah. So in this case, then what do? You simply come to this whole sheet highlighter. It's called a whole sheet highlighter, this one here. You click like that. And then you go anywhere, and then you double click. Double click. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the other thing that I would want you to know as we progress, as I go to Power BI now, if you're given here, for example, we have price, and then we have quantity, price and quantity, very, very important for me. Writing quantity badly. So we have here, for example, price of 10, quantity of 12, 34, maybe 78. You guys should be able to type your own numbers there. So quantity, for example, this could be 89, 97. We have in this case here 67. We have in this case here 43, like that. So then, is there somebody who is able to tell me, my good students, how do you calculate revenue? We learned this in Power BI yesterday. How do we get revenue? So revenue will be price times quantity. Price times quantity. price times quantity. So then I would want to use this price times quantity here. You see, now in Excel, I can't just come and say, like, for example, you say 10, you see, so this is what they normally tell me, say 10 times 89, you copy like, no, this is about connections. It's about relationships between cells. All right. All right. If I do it that way, I mean, I can't be right. I need to come and start my functionality. To start your functionality in Excel, you must say equals. You say either equals or plus. We prefer equals. So you say equals there, and then you pick the cell. You say times this other cell. And then you say what year? You say enter. So you are getting here 800, what year? 90. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please listen. Now, I don't have to go and do 12 times 97, 34. No. Already Excel has known what I want to do. Excel is a pattern-based application. So in this case here, what do I need to do? I need to come and drag. So you take this autofill. You know, we have got two pluses. We have one white plus, which is a hot air plus, and then we have this other plus, which is what here, which is a filling function. Inside it's filled up. So this one, now I need to come and drag this down. I drag it down like that. All right. I drag it down like that. All right. So then I'm able to get 12 times 90. If I put my cursor here, you'll be able to see. If I put my cursor here, and if possible, I simply say F2 to show the formula. You can see it's blue times red. Is this blue times this red? So already they have done the multiplication for me. Ladies and gentlemen, again, somebody who has like that is not a very bright person. Excel is all about shortcuts. Because if I'm the one doing this, I'll come and say equals here. I pick this 10, I say times this 89. And then I'll be able to play what we call controlled enter. So once I get this, what I'll do, this is like my rabbit. So my rabbit, I'll come and hold it somewhere by the ears here. Yeah, you hold it. Or in this case, this is rabbit. So you go right away from its behind. So we have here, you hit it twice. You double click. You hit this rabbit twice from behind. You want it to move forward. You hit it twice. You double click. Ta-ta. Then in this case here, the autofill becomes automated. The autofill becomes automated. Is there somebody who has been able to hit the rabbit twice from behind? You double click. So what do we mean by it? Yeah, we double click. Is there somebody who has been able to do that, my friends? Is there somebody who has been able to do that, my friends? All right, great. Thank you so much. All right, great. Now, there is one more thing. Before I continue, there is one more thing that I would want to bring to your attention before I continue. One more thing that I would want to bring to your attention before I continue. Ladies and gentlemen, please listen and listen to me very well. If, for example, you have price and this price is constant, this price is constant, but quantity is varying. Yeah. So we come here, then we have revenue. So you see revenue, you'll come and say equals, you start equals, you take this, shift 8 times is 45. Control, enter. Then now I come and hit this from behind twice. Tata, it gives me all the answers. In terms of financial modeling, whenever you have an item which is constantly being repeated, a constant number, we shall not be writing it like this. If it's a constant number, then what I would have done, I would have come here and written price. And then I would have said 10, right? And then I can rub all this. So this is column J. So if I'm tired with column J, I don't want column J anymore. I don't want column J anymore. It's very easy for me to subtract it out of the face of this world. I don't want column J anymore. So I can subtract it out of the face of this world. It's very, very easy. You simply say control minus. You don't want it. You subtract it, control minus, and you eliminate it from the face of this world. Okay, I'm not worried because of course it was useful in terms of getting the answers here. Now I can see errors. So I can come here, control shift down arrow, delete all those. Now I want to get this revenue. How do I do this revenue? I'll come and say equals. So I'm picking my quantity. I can say quantity times price or price times quantity. So I'm picking my 45. So then I say times this 10. And then I should be able to say enter. Then I come and try beating this thing by the tail. Ta-ta! Oh, I'm getting errors. What do you think in this case here went wrong? It's because Excel is meant to go one step down. Excel is meant to take you one step down. So like when I multiplied, if I come here and show you my formula, F2. If I show you my formula, I can see here I multiplied blue, red, this one. Let me come here and show you the formula. You'll be able to see wonders. F2. So you can see here, it has gone one step down because I went down. So it moved from, it went also from here, it went to revenue because it's blue times red. And yet I wanted this red to be at 10 throughout. I wanted this red to be on 10 throughout. When I come, for example, to this number, if I show you my formula, I will repeat. You can see this thing is going down and down and down. Therefore, what I ought to have done, ladies and gentlemen, for me to protect that red to be on one section throughout, what I should have done, I would have come and said equals, pick this quantity, you say times this 10, but now that 10 has to be fixed up there forever in heavens. And the way of fixing this up there in heavens forever is by using a for function. Use the dollar signs, F4. And once you do it like that, and then you say enter, then you come and hit these, then you'll be able to see now 67 times 10. If I come and even put my cursor here and show you the formula, if I show you the formula, you'll be able to see it is 98 times the red number never moved. If I come and show you the formula, it is this times the red number, sorry. It is this times the red number, it doesn't move. The red number remains. So what have I done? Ladies and gentlemen, what I've done is to fix a constant number permanently. It is called the concept of dollarization. It's a concept that you use in this case here to fix constant numbers, constant numbers, constant numbers. You fix constant numbers using F4, using F4 like that. Some computers, for you to use that F4, some computers, you have to press F, you have to press Fn, and then you press now F4, like that. Some computers. So I repeat this, ladies and gentlemen, for us to be together because I would want to teach you guys up to modeling. For me to teach you up to modeling, there are things you must always know. All right. So like now here, this 10 is a constant. And because it is a constant, what I'm doing, I'm taking here 45 times this 10 is a constant. And if it's a constant, what am I doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm putting dollars before K and before 4. I can put them manually, or basically I use the F4 function. There are others when you press F4, some computers, when you press F4, you get those $2 coming. Yeah. And the others, in this case, you must, in this case, you press Fn and F4 at the same time. And then now you say enter. Then you get back to this 450, and then you hit this thing from behind. 2 strokes of the cane. It moves forward. Dollarization, 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 when you have every other factor moving, but some figure is constant, the figure that is constant will always be dollarized. Please ask questions because this is very, very important. Use F4 by locking, lock. Thank you so much. Lock, lock. Yeah, Nancy, this advanced Excel that I'm joining with, together with what here? Power BI, together with Power BI, together with Power BI. So is there somebody who was able to copy that simple example of mine and they were able to use that concept of dollarization? Dollarization, dollarization. Anybody who was able to do that? Aldo, at least Aldo has been able to do it. At least Aldo has been able to do it, which is very good. If there is anything that I would want my students here to be able to really shine outside here to be very good at, it's Excel, Power BI, so they can be able to know how to tell stories out of one numbers. Like when I showed you how to draw a graph, you know, you draw a graph, a pictorial presentation, then you're able to tell stories out of your numbers. Most accountants outside here are not good number storytellers. They are never good number storytellers. They're not good. And if you're not very good number storytellers, then you cannot end up being really the cream accountant. All right, thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please listen. I'll go back to this Power BI thing. I'll go back to this Power BI thing that I was teaching here. Now remember, as I go back to my Power BI, there is something that I would want to draw your attention to. Just as a quick reminder, what have we done up to now as I summarize now? What we have done, Mwalimu came inside this table, he was able to click inside the table, and then Mwalimu was able to insert a pivot, a table of reference, a summary table. So I said pivot table. Then I said, okay, ladies and gentlemen, here I was able, you know, these are my column titles. So here I was able to look for beverage brand, took this to the rows. Then, ladies and gentlemen, I came here and took the unit sold under the values. Then I took this revenue under the values like that. So I had this. So then I would want in this case here to forget about all this. And then I come here and look for, I have my Power BI open. So I would want to close my Power BI first because I want to open it afresh. So I close this one. I don't want to add pages for you now. If I start adding pages for you, I'll really confuse you. I don't want to save nothing there. Okay, we shall overcome Hassan. Hassan, we shall overcome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, so sorry. So then I would want to do something very great here. I would want to do something very great here. So then I would want all of us in this case here to come and open our Power BI. So we have here Power BI here. I double click. So my Power BI is opening. I already downloaded it. It's now opening. Power BI is now opening. Very nice. Then I'll be able to say here, get data. Get data. Ah, great. I'm getting this data from Excel workbook. I can straight away say connect. So what do I want? I want this. You'll allow me, first of all, to move very fast, and then I'll be able to come and teach. So here I'm just showing you the way by moving very fast, the first 5 minutes, and then later on I'll come and teach. So I'll be able to come and click there, and then I say open. Things are loading, things are happening, great things are happening. Yeah, great things are happening. So I have in this case here table, data, no problem. You can just try to see, you click on one, preview, I can see this is what I want. I don't have to click the other one. This is the table that I wanted. Then I don't want to transform it today. I just want to come and load. So now I'm loading, things are happening, things are happening, things are happening. I like it. I'm loading, I'm loading. I would have gone to my model directly. I would have gone to my model directly, but I don't want to go there. What I want to do is to come to this table, this one here. I can see, sorry, familia HP, hiyo ni gani hiyo? Oh, sorry. MacBook is like iPhone, like iPhone. Yeah, it doesn't have it. Evans, this is quite a heavy machine. It must have cost you over 200,000. But Power BI is not really, cannot work with the MacBook here, unfortunately. 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 And actually, as you come to my Excel classes, Evans, then you have to, there's a ninja who is really drawing my screen. I don't know what. Let me try to block this ninja first of all from doing any annotations. So I come here, request annotations. There's a place I'll be able to block them, share notes, collaborate. Okay, what to do? Yeah, disable annotation for others, yes. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. So then in this table, I would want to, when it's pointing like this, it's collapsed. So I need to change the design. I need to come and click on this. So when I click on this now, I'm able to see so many things happening here. I'm able to see so many things happening here. So I would want to drag this beverage to this visual section, beverages. Things are happening there. I can see already they're here. Things are happening. Make this thing bigger. Make it bigger. Make it bigger like that. And then now come and pull unit sold. Pull unit sold inside. Drag it and just put inside there. Things are happening, ladies and gentlemen, here. Oops, things are happening, ladies and gentlemen, here. Just pull it there. Right? Then come and look for revenue. Revenue. Pull it inside. Are these answers the same answers that we got using pivots? Is there somebody who can see some similarity? Anybody who is able to see some similarity? Anybody who is able to see some similarity? Ah, ah, yes, exactly the same. Exactly the same. Trust you, me 100%. Exactly the same. Yeah. Yeah. From Google, you simply type download the Power BI desktop. Download. Yeah, I will repeat, Hassan. Don't worry, I'll repeat. Download Power BI desktop. So I will repeat. It's a 5 minutes thing. And I'm so sure now they are ready. So let me just cancel my Power BI. Let me show you how to cancel it. Somebody had asked actually a question of this nature. So if I come here, I hope they're able to see up here. So you'll be able to see this cancellation close tab. So once I close it once, it'll ask me whether I want to make any savings. No, don't save. And then now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be able straight away to do what here? I'll be able to come here. Yeah, I'll be able to come here very well. And now search for what here? Yeah. So I'll be able to come here and search for now my Power BI. Yeah, Power BI. So I'll be able to search for my Power BI. Very nice. It's coming up. It's there. Yeah. And then now I'll be able to say, get data from other sources. It's here. connecting this to the Excel workbook. I'm getting this data from Excel. So say connect. Power BI, DAX data set. I'd save it for, I'd save it as DAX because I would want to teach you how to do DAX formulas using this. It's connecting. Yeah. So navigator, click here. This is okay. I don't want to clean any data. So come and say load. All right. Thank you so much. Now, once I'm here, Hassan, you can see this one here. You click on it for you to get now this. So now come and bring, like now these beverage brands, I want to bring them here. Want to make them a bit bigger for you to see. Yeah. And then we have units sold, bring them here. And then we have, ladies and gentlemen, revenue, bring it here. Simply keep on increasing like that. Come and make this bigger like that. And now we are at home. We have finished this. We have finished this. Great. Don't delete. If you had saved, don't delete. We want to use those things. I'll be able to show you how to create more pages. You see, like now we have page 1, page 2. Don't delete. Don't delete them. Great. 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 So, ladies and gentlemen, then I would, before I show you any other thing, I would want to leave you practice. You must get time to practice. But so that now when I meet you one more lesson, this thing in this case here now should be down and finished. Tuikanyaga chini hata ipatia nafasi ya kupumua. Lakini lazima mfanye mazoezi zaidi. Lazima mfanye mazoezi zaidi. All right. Especially the students who will be graduating. I mean, this will be a key thing. When we meet at the graduation square, I think we should be able to interview a little bit. Because basically we are doing this for those guys who will be graduating on the 13th. On the 13th. All right. All right. So please ensure that you know, like if I were you, I would try to use this Power BI at my workplace. I know you guys at your workplace, you have lots of data. Just pull that data that you have, try to do a pivot table, try to see how it looks like. Try in this case here to do a Power BI, try to see how it looks like. When we keep on explaining these things, then everything will fall in place. And then go and tell your boss, look at how the Power BI charts are showing our performance. Then these guys will say that you are a wizard, a guru, which will be very, very good. We shall overcome, yes. Deborah Owako is really crying here. I don't know what is not happening, Deborah Owako. We shall overcome. Great, at least today I've learned something, which is very, very good. So please continue marketing RCM. These courses, like now you guys asked about ACCA. For those of you who did CPAs up to 2018, you are getting 9 exemptions under ACCA. Remember, ACCA has got 13 papers. ACCA has got 13 papers, right? So we have the fundamental 9, and then we have the professional 4. Anybody who did their CPA all the way up to 2018, 2017, backwards, they're getting more exemptions. They're getting 9 exemptions. If you did your CPA now from 2019 up to date, you are getting 6 exemptions only. You are getting 6 exemptions only. All right. Don't ask me why. I don't know why ACCA feels that the other CPA syllabus was more conk. I don't know why. That's at their discretion. It's very hard for you to convince them. But they have just come up with that policy saying that up to 2018, we are giving them 9 exemptions. Any other year after 2018, we're only giving them 6 exemptions. Yeah, SM Juma, my greatest friend. Great. Yeah. So then if you're given these 6 exemptions, ladies and gentlemen, then what should you do? You will do 7 papers in total. The 7 papers, you will finish these 3 fundamental level papers, and then you do now the 4 professional papers. Yeah. So if you started 2018, that means you finished your CPA well after 2018. So it means you'll only get 6 exemptions. So you have to do 7. All right. And then remember that ACC has got 4 exams in a year. So you do 2, 2, 2. Within 1 year, you are finished. The good thing with ACCA is its connections with international universities. For example, when you do your ACCA, you'll be able to get your first degree very easily. You'll be able to get your second degree, master's very easily from the University of London, very, very easily. And then the most important thing with the ACCA, why I will always salute, stand up wherever I am and salute ACCA, it's because of the skills it gives you. ACCA is world class, it's international. I mean, you don't go to an ACCA exam to do write-ups. Handwriting is never a feature in ACCA. Everything you type in computers. No going to ACCA exams with a calculator. Everything is Excel. And that is why you can never get somebody who has done ACCA like myself, who does not know Excel. You start knowing Excel right from the first paper. Right from F1, F2, F3, you start getting to know Excel and you start getting to know how to type pretty fast. So ACCA is the way for you. Yeah, so long as you cleared after 2018, so long as you cleared your CPA after 2018, doesn't matter when you started doing them, you are getting 6 exemptions. How much do you pay for the exemptions now? They have a very good arrangement. We need to ask ACC itself. Now they're giving exemption waivers. They're giving exemption waivers. I don't know how much exactly, but there is quite a lot to be saved. Yeah, under RCM, of course, we teach ACCA. We charge Kenya shillings 10,000 per paper. Now, before I disappear, you guys, kuna some courses you guys are not really taking advantage of. For example, we have the famous CIA, Certified Internal Auditors. Like right now, we have a challenge exam. If you're a member of ISPAC, you only do 1 exam, a challenge exam, and you get that CIA. Take advantage of that. I don't have a lot of information about the same. Please go online and look for the challenge CIA exam for CPA members. I would want to get internal auditors from my students. Internal auditing is growing by the day. Then we have in this case here what we call CFE. Not CFFE, but CFE, the international one, the one offered by ACFE. CFE, you only do CFE within 4 months, you have cleared it. The international one, 4 months. We give you all the materials, you do CFE, the international one, within 4 months, you have cleared it. And then once you clear that CFE within 4 months, now you go to CASNEP. CASNEP has what we call CFFE for local chapter registration. You go to the CASNEP one, CFFE, you do only 2 papers. Then you have your CFFE. You know, most of us, we suffer for lack of water information. You get somebody finishing their CPA, they go to CFFE offered by CASNEP directly, which is modular based. It has got 3 modules. You do each module like on a termly basis. There is again failing there. So you end up doing like a course, another course, I mean, 1.5 years. Why? You do CFF, you do CFE International, 4 months you clear, and then you do the last 2 papers, that 1 term. You have CFE and you have CFFE like that. Just like those of us who knew. That was also just like yourselves. Those of us in those days who knew about ACCA, they began with ACCA. Anybody who has done ACCA wanting to change to CPA, they only do 2 papers, tax and law, and what we call foreign accountancy qualification. And then they get CPA Kenya. But the other way around, we do so many papers, but we shall overcome. That's why we are here to mentor you. So I would take, in this case here, 2 questions, Oscar. Those ones, Oscar, you can Google. Just Google there, CFE International. You'll be able to get all those meanings. It's about fraud. It's about forensic examinations. Yeah, we tried rolling it, Solomon. Unfortunately, students have not understood that shortcut. So we could not get numbers. We couldn't get really numbers yet to support this CFE program. But if we got like, say, 50 students who are interested in doing this CFE, we charge them a modest figure of 4,800 per paper. There are 4 papers. Call that 5,000. We charge them 20,000. And then they pay that international examination fee. Then they get that CFE. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot prosper locally here when you are just a local champion. Yeah, you did your primary school where at 𝐤𝐿𝐴𝐻 High School, secondary school 𝐤𝐿𝐴𝐻 Primary, 𝐤𝐿𝐴𝐻 High School, 𝐤𝐿𝐴𝐻 University. You're married in this case to somebody from 𝐤𝐿𝐴𝐻. No, you need an international feather. Some of these courses shall be international. Shall be international. Look at all the CEOs. Rarely do you get, in this case, your CEO who is just a local brand. No, we want you to have also some international brands. The cost of CFE is the one killing us and not that expensive. I would rather, in this case, save on time. Along on time, I pay a little bit more, but I save on time and the hard take over failing. You know, at times, I mean, when you fail things, you know, the CFE International, that's a pass guaranteed. That's a pass guaranteed. Yeah, through RCM. So, Absalom, is it possible for you in this case here to Google? You Google those things. You've talked of getting CPK in short period. No, it is ACCA. ACCA. CPK, of course, it cannot be shorter than 1.5 years. CPK, not unless you follow the ACCA route. If you haven't started, you can go ACCA, finish the ACCA. It's a bit pricey, but I mean, it's worth it. It's worth it. You finish ACCA and then you do CPA like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I beg to go and sleep. It has been a pleasure hosting you tonight. I'll be hosting you again tomorrow at the same time. Please, again, today, there are ninjas who came without downloading the Power BI. And ensure that you download the Power BI. When we meet, in this case here tomorrow, all of us will be set to go. Thank you so much. Bye. Yeah. Great. Thank you so much. Oh, we came without laptops, but we have learned something, Emily. Thank you for staying to the very end. Thank you so much.